Hello and welcome back to a few more games on Arena, random rated games. We have Edie against Viper right now, and this is always a very good matchup. While Edie and Slam have been playing like more than 50 games in the last two and a half months, we have seen a few, I think. I saw a few recorded games on your season between Viper and Edie as well, and I decided to cast these. They are only a few days old, I think not that old, maybe a week, not sure. Doesn't really matter, and we have a number matchup, which is really awesome. Edie playing as the Mongols and Viper in yellow as the Vikings. And while you're usually thinking Mongols, Mangudai, Siege Rams, Siege Archers, a really strong civ, somehow I always feel like Mongols isn't really that strong on Arena. Against the Monk civ, of course, it's a totally different story, because Monks are just really strong in Arena, and I think Mongols don't really have the best Monks, maybe Scout Defense, maybe Castle, but even Vikings seem to do relatively good against the Mongols here. Let's see what the players are going to do, and I'm gonna go for the maps right now. I think I can go relatively fast, nothing really important in early Dark Age, I think. And if I'm missing a boar or steel, then let it be like that. Doesn't really matter. Those players are not winning in Dark Age, or usually not, because we have a 2k4 against a 2k3 player from the rating, and Viper still, I think, considered the strongest player on Arena random maps, or maybe in total, because including deathmatch and everything, he's really good. Start with Eddie's map right now. Eddie got 3 deer inside, which is awesome. Maybe 4, but I think it's 3. Second boar coming in soon, because Mongols, as we all know, eating boar like it's nothing. The main stone, forwardish, but far enough from the walls so you can't see it from outside. We have the second gold outside, the second stone outside, but 2 relics inside for Edie, which is really awesome. And then we have the main gold, and actually that's the third gold and outside on the left, because this I would consider second gold. An extra stone, an extra gold inside. Eddie's map is really good. Scouted that out already. I think you can see at least the stone. Yeah, it doesn't scout the gold, that's too bad, but maybe he's gonna find it later on. And on the left hand side, a little bit of space, few wood lines maybe. That doesn't really matter, but Edie got a really good map here. Extra berries on the map, relatively close to his base. An extra gold also close to his base. So Viper's map can't really be too good. Also seeing that Viper has a pretty wide map with big walls here, going quite forwardish into the map, into the middle. The rush distance really not that big at all. Main gold for Viper forward, and the second stone outside. Eddie having the way to field age right now. 4 farms coming up, or the 4th farm. 1 relic inside actually, and the second gold also inside, forwardish but inside. We have the main stone safe in the back, and we have a lot of nothing probably in the back. Viper did not take his deer, and I'm not sure why. He could have done it, but he went out with a scout. Maybe he doesn't want to go with deer, like do a little challenge, or maybe he just said, I'm good with farms, and farms are going to help me in Castle Age. I don't need to think about seeding them or something like that. Doesn't really make sense to not go for deer, but not a big problem here. And Eddie advanced to the feudal age. He's getting market and blacksmith up, while Viper only on the way to feudal age now. 28 population, and actually going for deer here. Interesting. Decided, yeah, why not? I can use a little bit of free food. And did Edie see the main gold actually? Can see the mining camp, so you can assume that there is a gold here. Wouldn't make sense to put the mining camp towards the walls when there is the main stone. That's an easy way, but he knows the main gold can take a few odd shapes, and therefore he knows main gold forward. Let's see how Eddie is going to react here. Is he going to rush maybe? It's a possibility, I guess. Eddie only got 1 mining camp. That's something I really don't like. 5-6 farms up and running, and almost at Castle Age. I think we're going to see 2 TCs at least from Edie. I don't think we're going to see a very aggressive game here. Maybe a Siege Workshop, I don't know. Horse on the way for Viper, and Edie is in Castle Age. TC coming up on the main gold and the wood line makes a lot of sense, and a second TC on the wood line and the main stone. So we have a triangle of TCs, a very nice defensive structure. It's been proven to be pretty effective, I think. Enough space around to put farms up, which is good, and 2 wood lines being covered, so you only need 1 lumber camp actually. The scout going forward now to see more, can see the main gold, and Eddie even Xing saying hello there. Anything Russia. Interesting. Viper got 5 villagers on gold, so this looks like an aggressive game. We have actually the archer range up and a few archers out for Viper here. Is he going for a crossbows? Is he going for fletching maybe? Both are coming in first. And I guess a TC coming up. Yeah, mainstone and woodline. Good position here. Also one relic inside, which he isn't taking yet, but the monastery coming up forward right now. And we do see a few archers going across the map, only to find out that Edie is not going for any sort of map control here. Viper securing 3 relics then, I guess, because Eddie is not gonna dare to go out, I think. And actually Viper also got 2 relics inside. I didn't see this. There's actually 2 relics for each player and only 1 in the middle ground. I didn't go for the relics. Now we know crossbow and fletching. Viper is going aggressive here. Sending a villager out. We're gonna see a siege workshop forward, most likely at least, while Eddie is actually booming at home. 3 TCs mini booming, going for a stone right now. He knows he may need a castle very soon, or maybe a siege workshop at least. Monastery coming up to take those 2 relics, and I think the siege workshop would be a good idea right now. Problem is, Eddie does not have the wood to go for a siege workshop at this point. This villager is taking a tree from the adjacent forest, really far away. I don't like the one lumber camp strategy, to be honest. And I think Eddie is not playing his best games against the Viper. I think he's maybe at least, I don't know, I can't really judge. Maybe I'm totally wrong in saying, yeah, it doesn't matter who I'm playing against. But I think playing against the Viper is somewhat special because you know Viper is so strong in almost everything on AOC. And winning against him can never be easy actually, unless he's doing some troll strategy or whatever. And Viper going forward with Vikings against Mongols, I guess it's legit. On this level it surely is, but Eddie should be able to defend this. He's putting up a watchtower because Viper is putting one up here on the wood line, and of course Eddie's watchtower is going to be up first. That means Eddie is spending a little bit more wood on something else other than a castle. And of course Viper abandoned the idea of the watchtower here. Second mangonel on the way for the Viper. Eddie collecting the relics now. He's got 2 monks here. Maybe convert a crossbow or 2 later on, also doing wheelbarrow. But Viper is starting to crush through these walls. They quickly check how's Viper's eco looking right now. 3 TCs up and running. The farming simulator. Of course Eddie is ahead in villages. He's got 16 at this point, which is a pretty good number. 16 more, sorry. Got 68, 67, 68 now. Outpost coming in for the Viper. An outpost is really helpful because you can see, and whoa, blew a beautiful shot here. Eddie did not pay too much attention, I guess. And like this, Viper is going to be able to go in. Eddie does not see the crossbows. He knows they're there. Doesn't know how many of them there are. I think Eddie is going to go for another mangonel here. There we go. Which the Viper can actually see already. But losing a mangonel this time. That's 1 for nothing, 1 for nothing, and we have again even numbers when it comes to the mangonels being destroyed, being killed. Eddie 70 villagers, Viper 60, so Viper slowly but surely, sounds strange, but he's closing the gap on the villager number, I guess. For now, both players on 3 TCs. Eddie with a second mangonel here, and Viper's resources looking good. He's doing gold shaft mining. He likes to go early economy upgrades, and it makes a lot of sense. Once you can afford it, you should actually get your eco upgrades, unless you need a faster imp time. And while saying 3 TC booming, Eddie's actually on TC number 4, so he's going for the for a real boom now, for the big boom, and delaying his Imperial Age time a little bit. Probably makes sense. You don't really need the earliest imp at all. I would like to see some vaults coming up here for Eddie just to secure the stone, which he wants to have to get the Mangonel out. Now the vaults are open and only 1 Mangonel here to defend from Eddie. Killing one from the Viper, really good. And Viper trying to attack the ground, but actually missing, shooting at nothing. And Eddie is able to defend this castle coming up. So Viper's rush is pretty much stopped at this point. Viper is the first one to click up to Imperial Age. Should be interesting. Not sure, does he have a castle yet? I don't see it. He should have the 3 relics. And Siege Workshop on the left. We've seen that before. University on the right, because why not use the villager? He's idle anyway. Sending more villagers forward now, and I think he's gonna have the stone he needs to get a castle up. For now we're gonna see archer ranges, the most likely arbalest. He can actually transition into arbalest pretty quickly after reaching Imperial Age. It's not too expensive, and from there on you can decide what am I doing next. Am I going siege rams? Am I going champions? Berserks? I really don't know what to do with Vikings against Mongols once the Mangudai are out. I guess Arbalest and lead skirmishes are a decent thing to do. And we may see pikemen against hussars later on if the game is going that long. And Viper halfway to him, but Edie close behind. Third archer armor ballistics coming in, getting all the upgrades he needs. And of course this is nothing that Viper hasn't done before. Mangonels 1-for-1, Eddie's gonna lose a monk here, which doesn't really matter. Trying to convert the scout, but not successful. Another Mangonel here in the back. Can he get a shot on those crossbows? No, he's actually going back again. And Viper still sustaining map control, getting a castle up in between those buildings and doing boat around now while Eddie's doing fletching. What is Eddie going to do? Mangudai are really strong once you get them with all the upgrades and with the elite, but the way to get there is not an easy one. It takes a lot of time, actually, it takes a lot of resources, and elite Mangudai I don't know, they are really strong because they don't have the range of the Arbalest, but they're good against siege, they're fast, they have a lot of HP. And once you get them out and you get a lot of them, they are not easy to stop. Problem is, Viper is faster, Viper got more military units, and if he's getting traps out to take this castle down and maybe actually succeeds in taking on this castle, Edie may be in trouble, because then he's got a few Mangudais, which he won't really be able to upgrade. Castle coming up from Edie in the back, this is really good for him, does not want to lose the second castle, so he's going in a very defensive position. This castle pretty much protecting almost nothing, but it's purely for getting Mangudai out, and Edie knows Viper is out there with the Arbalest. He probably knows that there is a castle somewhere. He can safely assume that there is a trebuchet or two coming up very soon to take this castle down. And as long as he can, Eddie's going to produce Mangudai from this forward castle. Now on the left hand side, Viper trying to breach through these walls, and it's going to be relatively fast here. I think on the new expansions there is some... For one civilizations, there is some upgrade that makes archers go really strong against buildings and even take down castles. Is it Britons even, maybe? I don't know. It's ridiculous. Like this, Viper is going to be fast enough because two Mangonels are going to do the trick. And castle number 3 coming up for Edie. Also fortified wall, a little bit late in my opinion, but yeah, we got them up already. It's good. Still, there's only 700 HP left. And this castle halfway down, Edie needs to buy stone, I guess. Where's the second stone? On the left hand side he's not taking it at all, which is a mistake in my opinion. I think he should mine more stone. He's got a lot of gold in the bank. Chemistry, ring archer armor, Viper is going for all the upgrades on those Arbalest. And we may even see rams or onagers really soon for Viper, because Viper right now get a second castle in the bank. Resources looking good, he's producing more and more Arbalest. He's got stables behind that, doing light cav upgrade actually. He wants to get some form of trash out, maybe some raiding units even. And here on the left, the Arbalest are moving in, but not going to come too far, because I don't think he's going to sneak them by that castle. It's just too difficult to do. At the same time, Edie losing this castle, I think 3 trebuchets is too much, and there's only 1 trap here from Edie to defend. And the 2 Mangonels inside the siege workshop not really going to do a lot, especially seeing that Arbalest are eating Mangonels for breakfast. The second siege workshop on the way, and onager for both players. Edie doing ballistics, so he's getting the upgrades for the Mangudai. No loom for Edie, this is dangerous. If Viper can get in with a few light cav, only a few, he may take down a lot of villages here. Edie going for the extra gold and extra stone in the back. Makes a lot of sense, but he lost the castle right now, and Viper just got a lot more military units on the field, and Edie does not have anything against them. Onager upgrade is going to help him a lot here. He may be able to take down a few Arbalest. At the same time, Viper is really good with micro, and it's something we all know, so he's got his own Onagers, and that means he should be able to protect these Arbalest. Grayson only now coming in from Edie. This is really late, and the Mangudai are not gonna go elite too soon. No partisan tactics, because we don't see any, and Thumbring, neither Thumbring, because we don't see barracks or archer ranges. And Viper at the same time got all the important upgrades. Light cav now moving in, and they are going to be able to take down onagers. So maybe Viper knew, I may face onagers against my Arbalest, why not do a few light cav and try to snipe them off? Makes a lot of sense. The Mangudai are going to be able to protect those onagers, but Edie is going to have a hard time to break out of this. He needs more military units than Viper for sure, or the elite Mangudai and a good number of them. Both pretty unlikely at this point. point. Viper looking good, and it's only 35 minutes into the game, but I think everybody can see that this is a very high level game with a lot of tension, a lot of ideas for the players, and this is not something you're getting every day. Now Eddie going to the left, he's finally going for that stone. I think he should wall this off, but Viper actually anticipating this, got an outpost there, and he will see the villagers going for a stone. It's perfect. And Edie is not walling this yet. Edie, I think, does not know about this outpost. He can't see it. Is he missing by Tyler too, maybe? It's 2 tiles. But that means Viper is going to do damage on the left-hand side once he's keeping Edie busy at front. Now the Mangudai moving forward, but 7 range and not a lot of upgrades. Means he needs to go back. Actually standing there doing nothing. It's not good. Those houses are going to go down because they're just in the way of Edie. So he's deleting them. Sending the Onagers forward. Sending the Mangudai forward. But Onager shot, wow, huge one. There was a lot of damage on those Mangudai, should not have happened. Viper moving into the light cap at the same time, taking down one Onager at least, maybe a second. No, not yet. Actually, Eddie doing good here with the Onagers, protecting them. But another Onager going down. Nice Onager shot from Viper now. The trebuchets are in danger, but the Arbalest taking care of the Onagers, and Eddie lost all of them. 80 military numbers, 6. Viper military numbers, 37. And I think Eddie is not fast enough to get more units out. He lost all of it here. Mangudai were just too weak, not enough upgrades, and losing too many Onagers here, never a good thing. Viper still got a lot of Arbalest in the bank. Viper playing this really, really good. And showing how you can use the power of the Vikings here, actually, by just going fast into Arbalest. And Eddie, I think Mangudai was maybe the wrong idea. I think he needed Trashens or other units first, or just go for a little bit longer in the boom, maybe 1 minute later to Imperial Age, and then get all the upgrades for your elite Mangudai. Like this, you get like a mix of strategy, and it's usually not working. Also cutting here almost. No, but the Onager taking down villagers. This should never happen. Now Viper going to the left hand side, trying to snipe a few villagers here, and of course Eddie is open on the left, doesn't really matter. Eddie saw it in time, sending the villagers back. 132 villagers for both players, but still only 5. No, that's wrong, sorry. Only 30 military units, while Viper on 48, and Viper is controlling everything. This is huge. He's doing siege ram now, about time I guess, but makes a lot of sense. And good shots with the Onagers, nice, taking out 4 light cav. Though the Onagers won't take a lot of damage. At the same time, I think Eddie is maybe out of stone. Yeah, he would need to buy stone, and the castle is going down, so it's only 1 castle left for Eddie, and still the Mangudai. They are in lead actually, I missed that one, but he does not have a lot of them, because 1 castle went down, 2 castles went down, and the 3rd in the back. That's really not enough to keep up the production against Arbalest here, against Onagers, against Lightcav even. And Eddie asked him, why not let me get good army? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's exactly what Viper was able to prevent. And like this, Eddie calling GG. What an awesome game. Really, really good one. And there are 3 more to come between those 2 players. Hope you enjoyed this. See you in the next one. GG.